After being reborn, the girl wasted no time. She grabbed her father's phone, replied to a flirty text, and quickly deleted the chat history. It was the only way to keep her family alive. In her previous life, her father, a respected medical professor, had been falsely accused of assault by a scheming intern. Shamed and devastated, he jumped to his death. Her mother, unable to endure the vicious gossip, ended her own life as well. The intern, however, used the research she had stolen from him to reinvent herself as a celebrated medical genius. By the time the girl gathered enough evidence to expose her, the intern pushed her down the stairs, killing her on the spot. Perhaps out of pity, fate gave the girl another chance, sending her back to the day before the false accusation. When she saw her parents busy in the kitchen, she ached with longing. She silently vowed to protect them this time. That afternoon, the intern arrived at their home with a new research report, asking her father for guidance. In his office, after reviewing it, her father praised her for being smart, diligent, and original, calling her the most talented of all the interns. Even the others nodded in agreement. But when the girl took a look, she instantly recognized it as one of the plagiarized papers she'd discovered in her previous life. She exposed the act right there, saying the content looked awfully familiar. The intern panicked, insisting she had spent sleepless nights working on it. Her father gently told his daughter not to make reckless accusations. Seeing her teary-eyed and pitiful, everyone believed her. The girl then pulled out her evidence, a copy of a little-known medical journal article with the exact same content. The journal's circulation was less than 1,000 copies. Faced with proof, the intern dropped to her knees, claiming it was just a momentary lapse in judgment. She said her poor background made it impossible to produce original research, so she resorted to this. Other interns pleaded for her, and her kind-hearted father chose to forgive her. The intern thanked him sweetly but was already plotting something far worse. The girl knew it was all an act. She took her father's phone and, just as she suspected, found a flirtatious message from the intern inviting him to meet in the lab that night to discuss experiments. In her last life, this was the exact night her father was framed. But this time, she answered the invitation for him and made a call of her own. As before, the intern slipped something into the lab in advance, eager to use this trap to climb the social ladder. When she saw the professor walking toward the lab, she smiled, thinking victory was near. At the appointed time, she mussed her hair, ripped her stockings, and screamed for help. The sound echoed through the building, drawing a crowd. She sobbed that the professor had assaulted her. Shocked and unaware of the truth, the onlookers hurled accusations, even threatening to expose him. The girl stepped forward, glared at the crowd, and warned the intern to produce real evidence or risk a defamation charge that could land her up to 3 years in prison. The intern stammered that the marks on her body were proof enough. The crowd nodded, claiming they had both physical and eyewitness evidence. The girl calmly countered that messy clothes and wild accusations only proved mental instability, not assault. Trying to seal the deal, the intern suggested they all check the lab. She even vowed to apologize and resign if the professor wasn't there. What she didn't know was that the girl had been waiting for her to say exactly that. The intern still thought tonight would be her big break. But the moment everyone stepped into the lab, a man's hand suddenly shot out and grabbed the scheming woman, leaving the crowd stunned.